Hello, Lelos, or fellow, welcome back. Inumakazatu Komagaza, and we're gonna do a couple generals real quick. Just a little, see what's popping up here. We'll go with the Cat Tarot and see what comes out. We got lovers on the bottom. Okay, I guess we're doing more things about love. We'll see. Alright. Let's see here. Alright, let's see. All right, guys. So let's see here. Let's get an angel oracle to guide the read. Angels of the universe. Okay, so the universe, the total encompassing of everything that exists, right? Maybe we're, starting to come to realization of this. Maybe this is something that will start coming to light. We'll see. First card, title. Second card, Six of Cups. Third card, Nine of Cups. Fourth card, Ten of Pentacles. Fifth card, Four of Wands. And then we have Three of Wands as the sixth card. So, title card. So this is it's a main kind of thing, a main kind of energy, right? So the main concept of the universe in general, okay? Then we have the Six of Cups. So this now kind of talks kind of like past life kind of stuff, soul rejuvenation, reflecting, reminiscing, meditating even, contemplating, wisdom, things, tools of this matter. Especially when it comes to the cups, to the emotions. This is then followed by a Nine of Cups. So this is a wish fulfillment. So now we're accepting the fact that reaching out and talking to the universe for guidance and things like this or spirit is like an actual thing that can help you. 10 of Pentacles manifest into your reality, whether it comes to wedding, marriage, Four of Wands, some sort of celebration, or Three of Wands, entrepreneur, venturing out, or just receiving from, all the things that you have put it and incorporated into stuff. All right. On the bottom, we have Four of Swords. Rest, maybe like dream state, okay? And this usually comes from some sort of heartache. So you could have had some sort of situation chills, okay? You could have had some sort of situation that kind of broke your heart or damaged you, made you feel some type of way, which then triggered this response to oh wait, there has to be more past this. Please tell me there's more than just this. This could have been a loved person. This could have been a person in love that you were with that, then separated. So you're like, what? I thought and you made this person your world. But because of the separation, it now opens you up to making maybe yourself your world, or making the universe and things your world, a broadened sense of understanding. Title card, okay? Main energy. Title card is also for Draco cards. So let's kind of let's try to guide where this is going. Pine, Wolpertinger. What? Wolpertinger. W-O-L, Wolpertinger. I don't know. Pine, Wolpertinger. Pine tree, and then Wolpertinger. Whatever the hell that means. I don't even know when I wrote this card. A lot of these I just was kind of in channel state when I wrote them, and jotted things down over the years of just collecting and doing stuff. So, all right, we got one coming out there. This one was fighting. Okay, and then let's do title cards. So, whoa. All right. So, all right. The Rook. Fire Restoration, Nordic Bear Trap. Okay. So let's just start with that. So what does the rook do? The rook moves straight forward and backward, straight left and right. It's very like two-dimensional. That's its plane, that's its space, that's how it moves in the game of chess. Okay. It's at the end of the board, okay, and it could cover literally every single spot, just kind of in like unison wise. So there's that. Fire restoration, candle flame, camping, s'mores, burn resistance, screaming, screamo, right and light, Santa sit, punching bag, MMA training. Okay, so and then we have Nordic bear trap, chief and pressure plate. Okay, and like a chase. So angels of the universe. The angels of the universe are here to kind of, I guess, direct and guide you step by step, as above, so below, as within, so without, about, you know, your soul. Six of cups is like soul card to me. So your soul, your like fire restoration, coming from some sort of fire, some sort of heartache, some sort of breaking up, some sort of screamo, some sort of pain, MMA training, punching bag. So some sort of trauma, burning, flame thing, stuff like that. Even I guess STD with burning, but whatever. Coming from this type of thing right here, right? This whatever this lesson thingy is that then hit you and kind of made you sit with yourself, right? It was a trap, Nordic bear trap. You fell for the trap wise. So you had all like the things in armor and jewels and stuff on, and then you went for some stuff feeling invincible, and then you got taken kind of from underneath your feet, or you stepped on the plate and then it like wiped you out that way. Didn't see it coming because you were just focusing on everything here, everything above, but not the below. The universe, it's an encompassing, as above, so below. So there's a bigger picture. So this thing here happened, which forced you to sit with yourself, Six of Cups, contemplate, reflect, past lives, just who you are, what do you want to do, what you used to always do, what you're doing now, where you used to be before, where you want to be, just kind of sitting with this stuff right here. This could be with family and home too as well, all right? Which then led you to the uh, arc, archive, weave, web, silk, egg. So an archive, some sort of, it led you to some sort of like insight, some sort of egg. What is an egg? An egg is the start of something to like grow out of. Weave, web. It's like putting intricate things together in a certain way. Craft, art, symphony. Again, there's a certain melody, there's a certain rhythm, there's a certain frequency. So whatever this situation did, it then kind of opened you up to this archive, this kind of like archive web kind of expansion mindset, which kind of led you to Nine of Cups of wish fulfillment, or at least now you're starting to think about what really would fulfill you. In peculiar, codex card, something in peculiar, something odd, something like, that's interesting, right? Coax and sat. Maybe something Saturday occurred, something coaxing or cox, like a rooster, even year the rooster, and then we got rooster again here. So like cox, rooster, cox, like something in this matter. Okay, so with these, in peculiar, coax, Saturday, a rooster, year the rooster, however that plays out there. This is kind of where this like wish fulfillment energy kind of thingy like is, right? You're weaving this web, you're coursing your like wound or your thing, your soul wound and stuff like that. Okay. Um, and you're alerting, you're like speaking up. The rooster, what did it like, speaks right early in like the morning when like it wakes up a lot, lets itself be like, or things and stuff around you to know. So there's this event, this thing, this trauma, this trapping that happened here, force you to sit and reflect yourself, and now you're finally speaking up. Now you're finally speaking out. You're asking the universe and demanding things to change and move and switch around and stuff because you've had enough. Um, this you could have been battling some sort of war because I have the Valkyrie here, so you could have been a warrior. And what do the Valkyries do? They come down and take the souls of the warrior, the ones that are fighting for a certain type of cause, purpose, thing, especially just ones. Here's where the Ten of Pentacles is. Here's this, um, this like venture, this, you know, proof that like your efforts aren't in vain. And then we have the Pilgrimess, Libra energy. Okay, so now we're getting to air energy. The Pilgrimess of the 13th ghost, she's the seventh. Okay, 7th, 13th, the 7th of the month, was that July 13th, maybe, something like that. Untouched by the flame. Okay, so you were like untouched by the flame. You were saved from maybe like execution or like expulsion. Okay, we have theft, self-starvation. So we're leaving this like lack energy, this theft, lack energy, self-starvation, putting yourself and what you want to the side, and people pleasing towards others. Okay, this is what was going on here. This is why this bear trap thing and stuff occurred. This is why the broken stuff and the fire restoration, this is why it's occurred, because you needed some sort of wake-up call. Okay, um there was an entrapment, you were stuck, you know what I mean? And it had to change. You finally reached outside of your dominion of what you thought you knew and everything, struck witchcraft. You could have reached out to a spiritual practitioner, something like that. And this led to flames calms. So like calming flames, maybe raging anger coming to like this could have been a public embarrassment thing or a mockery. You could have done something that was very embarrassing to yourself, which kind of like broke you, kind of humbled you, in other words. But at the same time, in you being humbled and how to respond to that, you were then favored by the Valkyries, by the ones, the source, the angels of the universe looking out, watching over you this whole time. And you also opened up the door for them to now be able to transform you to the GOAT. Could be year of the GOAT, or greatest at something, or to become a greater version of yourself in a way. All right. Now we have the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so this ties ether. So this is Ten of Pentacles ties into the ether. Ether is the soul of the four rivers of the Garden of Eden. So the ethers, it's like space, dimension, plasma, love, touch, angel, mode, sense, kingdom, elements, platonic, solids, states, physical, and chemistry. So, maybe this is the direction that you're like being guided or heading to. Okay. And maybe this is something that like, has been quite uncommon or not used to or something like that. But this is where this 10 of Pentacles kind of relies towards like this path. All right. Now we head to the Four of Wands. All right, we got the Scry card. Okay, I got an A. We got like an N. Got the triangle. Okay. Whatever this image may come to you, star power, things, stuff like that. So it's just SpedX. Speeding up, shooting star, SpedX, Scry card looks like a star with the A, alternation, SpedX, speed up, maybe like FedEx, you got a package in or something like that, or you're doing something right here. And this is the foundation part, or this is what will become your foundation, and help then speed up the process of all these things as you wait for this newfound talent and things to come into play, because we have the Three of Wands. So this is waiting for your ships and stuff to come to play. This is also about like, a new energy that has been created by you. All right. So we have a wheel of the zodiac. Okay. We have 10 Aqua, 10 Capricorn, 10 Pisces, and 10 Scorpio. So These are people that you've been dealing with. You completed something with an Aquarius, you completed something with the Pisces, you completed something with the Capricorn, you completed something with the Scorpio. Okay. Here's that Libra 7 again that was like popping up before, and then you have Aries at 1. So 1 to 7. Could be like 6 hours in the making. All right. 6, Virgo 6, Leo 5. Gemini is 3 and 4. And so maybe there's 2 Geminis, 3 and 4. And then you have Aries 1 and then Taurus 2. So first option Aries, second option Taurus, third, fourth option Gemini, fifth option is Leo, sixth option Virgo, seventh option Libra. Okay, and that's kind of where it stops. These Aqua, Pisces, Capricorn, Scorpio, these other signs, things like that, these are things that you have completed. These could be cycles in the matter that you completed when it comes to these signs and what they represent. Scorpio, transformation, Capricorn, the father, Pisces, dreams, Aquarius, the future. Okay, so we've completed this sight, this insight, this FedEx, this contrast, this coaxing, this web weaving, guided by angels and things like that on this pilgrimage towards your future plans and stuff. So now we have the Aries, step 1, entrepreneurship, taking step by step. We have 2, which is financial stability that comes along with that. We have 3, 4 Gemini. So this is like building connections and community, resources. Maybe you're joining like clubs and things and stuff like that, like to get like your morale or your renown more up there, so that you can then step into again like scry card this star type energy with like the Leo, to then possibly start the house of bread, money, 10 of Pentacles, you know what I mean, with the Virgo card, which then kind of balances out or rebalances maybe your chakras and stuff, coming with the Libra with the 7. Okay, we have the ethers, dodecadon. So a dodecadon, 12-sided figure. Maybe you have a dice or something like that, or maybe there's like 12 sides to a particular thing, 12 steps to a particular equation or thing like that. All right. So yeah, that's where this went from right there. Let's pull some Fae real quick. Nine of Swords. So we're no longer, trapping ourselves in our head with like fear and stuff like we finally came to that point where we're kind of like getting out of our head here. But we still do have to make this decision. All right, 4 of Cups, it's like new world, old world. You got to make your decision. You have some time because 3 of Wands, so your things are on the way, but it's like decision needs to be made here. 5 of Pentacles, there goes that lack mindset, the Death card with the Pilgrim, the Pilgrimess, entrapment, mockery, things like that. Okay, the 7th to the 13th ghost. All right, and then 5 of Wands. So there's 55. So there is major change and stuff occurring here. Again, in Nordic Bear Tribe, this is something that completely swiped you off, like your whole stuff messed up, everything crumpled. Fire restoration. What does a fire do? It burns everything down to ash. Phoenix rising, coming from the ashes of this event, this thing that occurred, that happened here, that triggered you, that made you insecure, that made you feel lack, that you were fighting about with friends and family and stuff. To the 8 of Swords, to then beating yourself up, not thinking that you're good enough or worthy enough to do so, or this or that, which then finally leads to the Emperor, which is you standing in your power and then they take control, working with the universe, just like the ravens that are coming and giving him messages. You are now kind of starting to receive this stuff. And we're starting off with 4 already: Capricorn, Pisces, Aquarius, Scorpio again, 10, 10, 10, 10. Okay, so there's 40. I don't know if 40 is significance to you, but you've already completed almost half of the stuff that's going on. Now you just have this respite to go. But this respite, I'm sure, would kind of like just happening more faster, easier now that you got the kind of the mainer energies done. Aquarius, future. Pisces is like the dream, the unknown, the mystery. Capricorn, this is the devil card. This is the material realm. And then Scorpio, this is transformation. Tadpole to frog, caterpillar to butterfly. Like, so the major chapters of your life have now like passed or have finished, and now you get to kind of enjoy the lesser ones, the more like the lesser cycles that are more fulfilling, more abundant, like the Libras, balance, relationships, marriage, Virgo, house of bread, health, wealth, Leo, stardom, fame, fortune, Gemini, double on the Gemini, so friends, community, Taurus, stability, and then Aries, entrepreneurship. Like Leonardo da Vinci, maybe you want to create a masterpiece, or you have, or this is what you're like needing to do. Okay. Bottom energy of the Fae is the Fairy Stallion, it's Cancerian energy, which hasn't been in the wheel, so it's popping up there. But this is victory and triumph after hard, trying times. Nine of Swords, hard times. Four of Cups, hard times. Five of Pentacles, hard times. Five of Wands, hard times. Eight of Swords, hard times. The Emperor. Now I'm in my power. All these things has built me up and made me stronger and everything, and now I can act and do as I need to. Any more? Four of Swords. You could finally maybe get coming to also like a rest period in your life right now too, before you get back to it with the Four of Swords, just to kind of rejuvenate from these long big cycles and stuff that you have gone to. But where are you headed? Again, we have the Goat, greatest of all time, Valkyries, Nordic Vikings, things like that. Your protected spirit guides coming through, especially through triad times, that they're having your back. The ethers of the rivers of the Garden of Eden. This is the home of the soul. This is love, touch, angel. Okay, so these things you'll maybe you're starting to feel these things, your sense spirit and stuff trying to connect and work with you. Maybe it was like a near death experience kind of thing, and now like you're more receptive. You could be like a medium type stuff, okay? Because web weaving with the archive, art, symphony, craft, like witchcraft, but maybe we're no longer being ungrateful either though, because maybe that's kind of what was going on. You were having things and stuff go on, but being ungrateful for it, so it kind of got taken away from you, which then made you realize the actual real value of it. In peculiar way of going about it, but this made you wake up call with the rooster to it, and then start coursing towards it. So, yeah, this is what we have for whom this resonates with, and I will catch y'all next time. Thank you.